Okay, now I've got 2 front foot shots on the top. This is a 2 foot shot and a back foot shot, and that's why I've chosen all these. This one over here is a compilation of like 5 shots all over the top of each other. Here is the swing, and there they are. Alright, so they're pretty cool, and we'll go through the whole process just so you can understand. You see the direction of hit and the way they moved when they struck. So it was moving away or moving to. Just quickly, just watch the movements, and that shows you that they're all in the same direction as the arrows. 2 feet, back foot, everything there, right foot, front foot. So I'll go through and have a look at the whole preparation, the whole swing, all the way through with all these shots over the top of each other. And it's pretty cool. There's your point of impact, and I've put I'll go back 1 click, sorry. There's your point of impact, and I've got this yellow square on there, a rectangle, sorry, and that shows you just where the strike zone is in the controls of the strike zone, and you'll notice it's between shoulder height and basically hip height, somewhere there, anywhere in this zone here. And this is spacing, so you just get the right spacing. So it's around about a racket head width. You've got the ability to really get a good control over the ball. The other thing is really interesting. I'll put a square over the head, and we'll just have a look at that really quickly because it's just fascinating. And if I go back to here, you'll notice that where my head's everywhere in all different spots, and direction of movement is all different directions. So we're moving in, we're moving back, we're moving, lifting up, we're doing all sorts of things. But at point of impact, what happens is, in relation to the ball, roughly everything will be in the same spot. And then if you watch, all the movement after this will be away back toward the tee, so there won't be any more forward motion. So if you watch the yellow square over my head, just watch here, it's all back, 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 back. Everything comes off the ball as soon as you strike. So it's pretty fascinating just how good it is, and just what you can learn from this sort of analysis as well. And it's really beneficial for you to actually go through and understand each one of these points. So if you just make sure that you maintain body structure, hit off a foundation, keep your racket preparation really pushed towards that front top corner throughout the swing, you strike the ball and then you follow through towards that top corner, coming off towards the tee, and no forward motion after you strike, and everything just gets pretty cool. All of our main players, 5 shots all over the top of each other, and I've got this one here just for reference, so you can see that's a stock standard front foot forehand volley. And the first thing I want to look at is the tilted racket. So you'll notice the racket is tilting up towards this front corner. I like to point to the front corner of the court where the roof meets the wall, and the front wall, sidewall, front wall, roof, and all these rackets are all pointing basically up. So you need to tilt your racket back as you come in, and then we need to keep our left hand out for balance to maintain stability. So your left hand will be out right through your whole preparation. Your body, you need to prep your body prior to strikes. You start to bring your shoulders back in as you take your racket back, and you maintain fluid movements prior to the forward swing. So we have lots of, let's say, continuous fluid movement that is really, really balanced and really, really capable. Okay, your racket drops to the floor before your shoulder drive, so racket's gone down. So racket's come from here and it's gone down here prior to shoulder drive. So shoulders are still pointing out this way, they haven't driven around at all. So we've kept our shoulders in the same place, but we've dropped our racket prior to the body strike. And you'll watch the body strike will start to happen now. So the body will turn and the arm will move at the same time. So your body and arm on the forward drive of your swing move at the same time, and neither of them moves exceptionally fast, they just move really strong. When we get to the strike, we use a punch hit off a foundation with a strong body and arm. Now that's really, really critical, because what happens is we want to be really strong, we want to be really capable, and when we talk about foundation, what happens is we talk about all this right through here, and really strong through your core. All this area here, really strong through your core, and really strong through your arm and through your shoulder and everything as well. So through here, all through here, and your wrist will all be very strong. Okay, very, very strong. Your left hand will be out for balance, and it will be maintain your strength and your structure. You'll notice that the whole balance is right through the center of your body, so it would be straight over here. Very well balanced right through the center of your body. Your back foot's just on the ground and most of your weight's on your front leg as you strike the ball. Okay, so then we move forward and we maintain full balance at point of impact, and as we come off the ball, we need to come off the ball as soon as we've struck. So as soon as we struck the ball, we need to head back toward the tee. So what happens is, it's very important to get out and get back to the tee as soon as you struck. So a lot of people talk about forward motion through the ball, and they talk about going forwards and go through the ball and maintain forward motion. I believe you need to transition as soon as you strike. As soon as you strike, you change your movement from this way to that way, and off you go. And it really makes a big difference. You time your transition for the strike of the ball, and everything gets really good. Your racket head points to the front wall throughout your follow through. This is really, really important, because what that does is, you notice my racket head's still pointing out towards this way. So that's pointing out towards the follow through. It's pointing out towards the front wall, or towards even with the ball where I struck it. If you turn it over this way, it tends to over rotate your body, and you lose your structure and your foundation, and you lose the control of the whole swing. Really, it's quite funny what happens after the ball. Even though the ball's gone, you can still maintain your structure and control in your body and get the outcome that you're after. So that pointing your racket toward the front wall is a critical thing. If you can get that right, it really makes a difference. And you need to maintain all your body structure as you come off the ball and recover. It's just as important to recover with balance as it is to move into the ball with balance, because you need to actually find yourself in a position to be able to change direction at any time, because it will be your opponent's shot very quickly, and you need to change direction and move. Your follow through is compact, and your racket is still pointing to the front corner. So if you notice this, it's quite funny how much the follow through is really important. You see we're still pointing up to this top corner of the court. Or you could even say that you're pointing towards the ball, or where you struck the ball on the front wall. That will work as well. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a fun way of presenting just what happens in a backhand volley.